In life, there are many choices to be made. The funny thing about life, though, is that nobody knows when theirs will begin or even end. The one thing we do know for certain is that God has laws, and only those who choose Him and to obey His laws will have everlasting life. So we ask ourselves every day, and we remind ourselves that those choices that we make, they do affect our lives. We now present to you life.
I can't wait to go to children's church. I love to hear about Jesus. The preacher says if we have his spirit, we are his sons.
After 16 years on this earth, the least they could do is give me a little freedom. After all, I am growing, and it sure is showing. You know what I mean? Sure can't wait till I turn 18. When I try to stand up, they had the nerve to tell me to sit down. Oh yeah, I loose those chains that had me bound. I'll take on my own mind, and I will have a say in this matter. Until then, I'll just keep defying because I am and will always be a fighter.
Wow, I'm only 16. I've been raised in the church practically all my life. I remember going to Sunday school, learning about God, Jesus, and the Spirit, and how to distinguish what's wrong from right. But at that age, it just never seemed real to me. Jesus, the Son of God, born of a virgin, now how could that be? But I will never forget the day I heard the preacher preach about salvation and never having to sin. My mind wanted to tell me that that's impossible, but my spirit took it all in. In my heart, I gave up those thoughts and those things that would stop me from accepting this truth. I did not care what my friends would think, what they would say, or what they would do, because deep down inside my soul, I said my very soul cried out for Jesus. And yes, he set this captive free. Now, serving God and living holy, it has become most important to me. I'm no longer ashamed to share my faith, because now I have a desire that I never had before, and that's to see souls saved. Because I want to hear God say, "Well done."
Yes, 21 years. I'm finally grown. Finally, I can do those things on my own. I don't have to go anywhere my parents tell me to go. I can do those things that my parents told me I couldn't do. Finally, I can get rid of the facade and be myself. Finally, year after year being dragged to church every Sunday, called prison. Ugh, my gosh. The only thing that church did for me was put me to sleep. Ugh, finally I can do those things that I want to do. I can go to clubs, I can drink, I can smoke. Oh, I'll have friends, but it's going to be so that they can be jealous. I'll have all those things that are in life, all those things that I wasn't able to get before. I can have the fame, the wealth, anything my heart may desire. Whew. And you know what? I don't care who I hurt in the process. You know why? Because it's about me. It's about me and what this world has to offer me, okay? So you know what? Instead of knowing when to clap, when to go to the altar and cry, it's gonna be about me. And this is my time to live my life.
21 years. Life's a lot different at 21. I can go to clubs, I can drink, do whatever I want. It's a lot different than being 16. No one to tell you when to wake up, when to go to church, or even when to clean. My restrictions are limited, but my age doesn't change. The fact that I need God still remains. I have to seek him for myself now, and I know how. A lot of my friends try to entice me with this world of pleasures and sins, but I know better. It may feel good now, but death is at the end. So I have chose to follow Christ. Not my friends or a man or trying to chase my own dreams and just do whatever I can. Because I know that if I put God first, whatever is for me will come. And I'm going to live for him so that I can hear him say, well done. Now, I don't think I'm better than anyone else, but I have decided to live for Christ and not myself.
40 years. 40 years. Time waits on no man. So we need to do all we can. Make a plan, take a stand, because you know what? We're just all human. Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. Money. Don't we all wish we can get some more? Working that second job, playing the lotto, and even hoping the sweepstakes show up at our door? Don't worry about what's at stake. Before you get too old, you better find yourself a mate. Here today, gone tomorrow. This life sure has its sorrows. With life's ups and downs, it hurts, disappointments, and waste of time. With no more kids at home, it's time for me to shine. That's right. I raised my kids, and they're all grown. It's time for me to get my groove on. That's right. I'm living this life again, and I'm doing my own thing, because you know what? I ain't got no shame in my game. Money, money.
40 years. Whew. I don't know about everybody else, but life is no joke. You have your challenges. You have your ups, your downs, life, death, sadness, happiness. I used to believe that death comes just for the old folks. But now I realize that it comes to the old and it visits the young too. Whew. Playtime is over. My soul is at stake. And I must not procrastinate, and I definitely cannot have a sin break. It is time and it is vital that I partake of Christ.
60 years, huh? 60 years, huh? Old 40, 60-year-old hot player still got it going on like that. Holla at me. You better holla at me, girl. Yeah. Still looking good, huh? Feeling good, looking better than most cats my age, huh? What about that there, huh? I told you. I told y'all. Hey, look at you see. Hey, you see this here 60? That's the new 40. Watch now. Watch it. That's the new 40. See? Yeah. No, don't get it twisted now. This old golden school player right here. I'm out running them young. Y'all might catch me on a dating show or something like that, huh? Still out on the hot dating tip. Watch this. Watch one time. Yeah, I'm going to come to the Lord after all the fun days over with. But till then, I'm going to live it. I'm trying to get it like I live. You better ask somebody. Go holler at me one time, all right?
Wow. 60 years. Let me take a minute to read something from the diary of my life. As I reflect over my life, I see all the wrong I have done and the people I have hurt. That was before I knew the Lord. I was mean and hateful. I did not know how to love and be an effective parent to my kids. I raised them the way that I knew how. But of course, I have regrets. Who doesn't? But I can't change the past, even if I wanted to. I tried the marriage thing, but that didn't work. I just grew bitter, angry, and full of resentment. But thank God for Jesus. I learned the true meaning of love, and I experienced his love and how he made me a new person. I was in my 40s when I truly accepted God in my heart. And now that I'm older, I see the difference God has made in my life. He changed my attitude, and now I am at peace with God.
Now let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God, keep his commandments. This is the whole duty of man. Now, the question is, choose you this day who you will serve.
Choose life.